2, 1. Alright, so say when ready, and I will start this timer.
Okay, hold on. Let me pick my character, get on over to maps. Rallis, you want to count down?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait.
3.
Wait, sorry. Hold on. Trying to close out Twitch here so that doesn't lag anything, and now my internet is giving me the loading wheel of death. This will be just a second.
Hopefully.
Force quit Chrome. I do not need you right now. Get out of here. Thank you. Okay, all set.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll do the countdown then.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Awesome.
Alright.
Alright, good luck, guys.
Here we go.
So this is Rayman Arena. It is a part racing game, but it also has like battle mini games. But in all the categories we're going to be playing, we're not going to touch the battle games because playing the battle with computers is awful.
It's better for like local multiplayer, I guess.
Yeah, but like with actual computers, it is awful. So we're not going to touch it, especially not on PS2, which will be tomorrow. But yeah, I am playing on the Xbox version because this is the fastest version of the game. Well, not fastest. Out of Xbox and GameCube, which are both completely different from PS2 and PC, Xbox is the fastest because it has the fastest loads. And yeah, basically the main movement you have in this game is when you hit these arrow things. It then gives you a brief period of time for you to mash the Y button, which is known as optimizing. And that makes you go faster every time you hit the Y button, which really makes a task interesting because a task can hit the Y button once every 2 frames and you go ridiculous speeds. I would really recommend watching it. I'm pretty sure there's at least been tasks of the first 2 races. I don't know about anything after that, but...
So, one of the wonderful things about this game is, unlike Smash Brothers, every character is almost identical. So, I'm playing as Rayman, because Rayman hype.
I'm playing as Teamsies.
Yeah, every character is exactly the same. Even the hitboxes are the same, so don't be mistaken by the fat Glowbox. Even his hitbox is the same as the skinny Teensies. Glowbox just likes to clip through everything.
Yeah, turn my volume down. Oh, really the only differences between the characters are the music, and Teensies has the best theme.
I'll be playing as Teensies during...
I play as Teensies, yeah. And plus Teensies has the best, like, optimized animation and flying animation.
I'll be playing Teensies during, Also, another small technique in the game is hover canceling. For everyone obviously familiar with Remi, he's got the hover ability. And every other character does in this game as well. You can just hover by pressing A in midair and you'll fall a lot slower, but obviously going slow is not our option here, so what we do is hover canceling to shorten our jumps, because the longer you're in the air, the slower you're going to go. So you can press A again in midair to stop your hover automatically, and you'll get the shortest possible jump.
Yep. It's actually going to be used a lot more on PS2 when that's ran, that's going to be tomorrow. But yeah, I'm on the 3rd lap of Nebulous Tower right now.
I just started lap 3. Whoa, what was that grab? Okay. Rayman just grabbed the ledge, but he wasn't holding on to anything, and then I dropped all the way down to the bottom. That's great. Oh, I have never seen that before.
Alright. Yeah, about to be at the end. Nebios Tower right about now.
Oh, jeez. I messed up the final lap so badly.
Yeah, one thing, I'm most likely going to be ahead for pretty much the entire run.
Because he's got wonderful loading times that I cannot
I'm
match.
on Xbox, and Dragon is on GameCube, so he gets a lot shorter loads.
Longer loads. I get longer loads. Which is a shame.
So something else about this game is you may have noticed... Okay, let's just screw up horribly. You may notice these buttons, like the one I just passed right there. If you hit those buttons, they will do different things depending on the button you hit. And the computers can also hit those buttons. So there are some times where we have to hit certain buttons to manipulate the computers into doing different things, and there is sometimes where the computers can mess you up. So like, there's a strat that I use where I have to hit a button, but I don't on the first lap of Dark Sewers because the computer is going to mess it up. He's going to hit that button again, and that will mess me up. So I'll show it off on the second lap. Show what I'm talking about. Also, for the most part, in Rayman Arena, you're going to take the top routes because they typically have faster stuff. I just screwed up horribly there. But there are a couple races where I go bottom route. Alright, here's what I was talking about. I hit this button, and that makes this move to the other side. Then I go across there. The reason I don't do it on the first lap is because the computer is always going to hit that button, and that's going to drop me down to the bottom section, which is a lot slower than the top section. Because, as you may notice, there's like the green goo. There is stuff like that in pretty much every race, and that makes you walk slower, and there's stuff like that on the bottom section that I really want to avoid.
Yeah, there are very few moments in this game when you actually take the bottom route, though.
Yeah, the most notable one, and not everyone does this, but Forest Jump, I take the bottom route.
Really?
Yes.
I'm having a really bad Dark Sewers right now. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, same. I've screwed up pretty much every lap.
I'm just now passing the gates area of lap 3.
Yeah, I'm on the final section of lap 3. So that top part where there are all the sideways boosters, that part can be kind of annoying, but I normally don't have trouble on it on the Xbox version. I seem to have a lot of trouble with it on PS2 for some reason.
I actually don't take the top route on lap 3 in Dark Sewers. If you take the bottom lap, you can get on the bottom slide and make a way sharper turn. It saves a couple frames.
Yeah, something I want to do is I want to try and reroute this game at some point, so to hopefully make beating all the races in under 30 minutes possible.
At least for your version.
Yeah, the best I know is possible is like a 30-15. That's as low as I could probably get it with current strats. But I think there are races that have potential to be rerouted. But yeah, after every 3 races, in one cup there are 3 races. After every 3 races, you are going to get a
Podium award.
Yeah, podium award.
Also,
and,
strawberry hype, by the way.
During the podium award, you do not want to mash A because it starts on the first option. It starts on statistics,
which is really far away in the menu.
Because that will take you back to the main menu. So you want to go down and hit next up. So just don't mash too fast.
You can lose entire races by going to statistics instead of next cup.
I think I once lost a couple runs to that. Those were probably like early runs.
So yeah, we're racing Strawberry Glowbox in this cup, so that'll be fun. Most of the time, I actually tend lapping the AI on most of these tracks.
Yeah.
On the beach. Because, like, each of the cups kind of have a theme to them. The first track is kind of like dark and ruins. The second cup is like beach areas and a lot of water stages. The third one is more like pirate ships, like you're in Razorbeard's fort or whatever. And then the last one's all like machines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the theme slightly changes as well when it comes to the music for each character.
Yeah. And I'm on the final lap of Don Sands right now.
Approaching the final lap. So yeah, I'm just going to tell y'all in the chat right now, I'm guaranteed to lose because of these load times. PrinceRallis will probably be an entire race ahead of me. Because my current best in this is like 31-31. And PrinceRallis' best is like a 30-something.
30-31.
Yeah, exactly a minute behind, exactly a minute ahead of me. And that minute, I'm assuming, is all lost in load times.
Yeah.
Also, we're about to lap the AI right here as we finish up this race.
And I am done with Don Sands.
I'm on the final purple lums.
Now, Water Canyon's route is pretty interesting, I think. Which Water Canyon is a level that can actually be skipped on the PS2 version of the game, but is not possible to skip on the Xbox version of the game, unfortunately.
Yeah. Isn't, like, because when you look at it, like, a lot of people say Rayman M and Rayman Arena are the same game, but there's a lot of differences. Like, I think the beginning to Force Jump's actually, like, way different. If I remember right.
Actually, that's just a difference between Xbox and PS2, because there is PS2 M and PS2 Arena.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, they're relatively the same, although they have a couple differences. But yeah, PS2 and Xbox are, like, very different. And I'm pretty sure there's no M for Xbox and GameCube.
No, I don't think so.
There's both Arena and M for PS2 and PC.
And then there's the forbidden version of the game we like to call Rayman Rush.
I think that's actually going to be later shown off in the marathon later today.
Really?
If not tomorrow.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then tomorrow will also be PS2 Arena and Time Attack on Xbox.
Yeah, I don't like Time Attack that much because it's a really frustrating. It's really frustrating for me.
Yeah, it's a really precise category. If I were to ever PB in Time Attack again, if I were to just grind until I PB'd, I'd probably only PB by a second. It's really complicated because how it works is basically whenever you pass a checkpoint, every other player also has your opponents all have 6 seconds to pass the same checkpoint, and if they don't, they're eliminated. So instead of obstacle racing, where the goal is to basically gotta go fast like Sonic over here, what you gotta do is you gotta try and make sure the opponent doesn't cross the checkpoint, which sometimes involves hitting a checkpoint, turning around, and freezing your opponent until the time runs out for them. And it can get really hard, especially on areas like the very first map is really difficult to get the first time, but it's a really precise category. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm going on to 1,000 Waterfalls. The only level that you can actually be skipped on the Xbox version, there's like 4 that can be skipped on PS2, but only 1 that can be skipped on Xbox. And it's actually different for both versions, but again, tomorrow will be PS2, and I'll show that then. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this box 4 times, so it'll disappear. Then I'm going to grab this purple lum, and then when I'm all the way back, I'm going to jump, hold left, turn back, and that will pass the lap. So basically what I'm doing is I'm jumping over the lap trigger, and then when I go back, it counts that I went all the way around the lap. And you have to go left. If you do not go left, you will not make it. So if you're missing it, it's probably not because you're not getting enough height, it's actually probably because you're not going far enough to the left.
I've actually had a time where I went too high, and I just skipped the lap border on the way back as well.
And now we get to force jump. This is the one that I'll be using the bottom route on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could jump on that box and go top route, but I like to go the bottom route here. Although there will be times that I will go on top route, like this section right here. I go top route because climbing is really slow as well in this game. So you don't want to do that. So it's faster to just take these purple lumps.
No, I take top route and force jump, so you'll see what that's like. I feel it's faster because there's a lot of sliding up there.
Yeah, force jump.
Force jump's really diverse. We're not sure what's optimal just yet.
Yeah,
because there's also a part at the later end of the route where there's like 3 buttons that'll open up platforms and there's boosts at the bottom. Most of the time, I take the boosts on the bottom.
Yeah, force jump is one that force jump and the race after Zenith Harbor are both ones that I really feel like I should try and reroute.
Yeah, Zenith Harbor is really interesting. There's a lot of diverse paths. I feel like I have the optimal route, but I'm not just sure yet. Because there's also this spinning platform that goes on cycles, and it has like, it either has muck, it has a booster, it has trampolines, it has normal things, or it has a slide. And I'm not sure if there's a way we could optimize that somehow by finding out what makes it, where it starts or anything.
Yeah.
There's.
I would just. I actually think Zenith Harbor is one that the bottom paths would actually be more optimal than the top paths. Although I'll take the top paths because I'm not consistent at the bottom paths, and that I don't know for sure that's faster.
I think the only time I've ever beaten PrinceRallis in a race was our all categories race, where we do obstacle racing, time attack, and then exhibition all in order. And the only reason because of that was because he actually did a full lap of 1,000 waterfalls before he remembered the skip.
And I failed extreme slide once.
Yeah. Because the unique thing about exhibition is while there's already 4 tracks, some of them have random layouts, like future. And when you reset, they also change layouts for whatever reason, even though it's the same basis. So it's exhibition's kind of weird.
Yeah. Here, this is an interesting part of Zenith Harbor because it has 3 paths you can take. You can either keep going up these stairs, you could go down in the middle there, or you can go to the left here. I typically go to the left. Although I think on PS2 it's actually faster to just keep going up the stairs.
Right.
And PS2 is definitely faster to take the bottom route than this top route.
And then there's this weird part in the game where there's like a little platform at the end of that left side that has slide physics but doesn't look like any other slide in the game.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that actually has slide physics on PS2 or not.
It might. I don't know.
I'm much more familiar with the Xbox version because that's the one I've been running for a long time. I only picked up the All Races PS2 category recently.
Zenith Harbor is one of my favorite maps, I'd have to say.
Yeah, Zenith Harbor is a really good race. I mean, it's been my favorite for a really long time. That was slick.
What'd you get?
So you know the rotating platforms?
Yeah.
You know the one right before, like, the big one?
Yeah.
I got on a slide, and it jumped with the momentum and got on a booster.
Nice. So yeah,
This platform right here has the random slide into it, as you can see by the yellow that came out.
Basically, all the characters spurt this weird yellow stuff whenever they use their optimize, and they land on the ground or a slide. There's also this frame-perfect trick where if you grab the ledge on a slide and then climb onto the slide, you can optimize, but without, like, jumping and landing. But it's, like, frame-perfect. I've only ever gotten it, like, once.
No, and I'm just about done with Zenith Harbor now, and done.
What? I'm just starting lap 3. Well, fair enough. You are running the faster version or whatever.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm just entering lap 3.
Yeah, now we get to one of the more annoying races, I think.
Yo, Treasure Ship. Treasure Ship is awesome. What are you talking about? Don't trash on Treasure Ship.
Well, one reason that I find it to be rather difficult, especially right now, is because it's different. It's not really different on PS2, it's just you do it a little differently. So I have to remember how to do it on both versions. Also, for right here, I'm going to go to the left, because left and right are pretty much the same. The only difference is where you end up when you're done with it, and at this very top part, we take the left route, so...
Also, left is covered in boosters, so...
Yeah, so I bounce up here, and there are boosters. And this is the tricky part, with these moving platforms, because you do not want to land down there, because there's a lot of stuff that makes you go slow, so you just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I already forgot how to do this level. So, like, the computer will always... okay, that was weird. The computer will always make those two boosts or slides. They will always make them disappear after each lap, so you have to hit the button to make them come back every lap. And it's different on PS2, because on PS2 what they do is they make them disappear on the first lap, but then every other lap they leave them alone. That's what makes it kind of difficult for me to remember. Okay. I'm so glad ledges work in this game.
Yeah, grabbing ledges is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I just wish some games actually had it to where it worked. Like, games in specific, Pac-Man World 1 and 3, ledges do not want to work in those games.
Oh yeah, so one other unfortunate thing about this game is that in every other version of Rayman Arena or M, is that you have infinite hovers. Like, if you hover cancel enough times, you'll be able to do it forever and just keep your altitude, and that's what makes a couple of the skips possible in PS2. But in GameCube, Xbox, it's been nerfed to only have 4 before Rayman or any other character just free falls.
That's the infinite hover canceling, that is actually a PS2 exclusive. Not even on PC is that possible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember one time, me and Frozen Frog, we were looking into stuff in the game, and I told him about the Lava Factory skip, and he tried it, but he could only hover cancel 4 times.
Oh, wow. Okay, then.
Because if you actually look at the release dates, the PS2 version came out first, and then, like, I don't know, it was like a year later, Xbox, GameCube, and PC all released on the same day.
Okay.
Which is weird, because they completely changed the game, most of it, for,
What was
Xbox,
Ubisoft
GameCube,
thinking?
And then they just barely do anything on PC. It's weird.
Okay.
Alright, so on Pipe Maze, at the start, you saw I went backwards and I hit the button. That made some slides appear. And I was also able to hit the booster right there.
Yeah.
So, I could get some speed at the beginning. Also, I missed the top path here, so I'm going the bottom path, which I believe the top path is faster
Way
on
faster.
this version, but on PS2, the bottom path is actually faster.
Alright, I'm just now starting Pipe Maze here. Or at least I'm in the middle of the load screen for it. But yeah, that button strat where you hit the button, it used to be we just go back and hit the booster, but literally, like, today and yesterday, we discovered, hey, wait, if we just turn left and then go back, you can just hit the button and... So that's actually, like, the most recent addition to the run. Also, fun fact, there's a really, really bad glitch in this level when you're playing on the harder difficulty, where the AI will teleport behind you every time you pass this checkpoint for no reason whatsoever. They'll just teleport behind you, or they'll clip outside the map, and I don't know what causes it exactly, but they'll just be gone from the map and then teleport right behind you. Especially on Pro and Mastery difficulty, where you fight Dark Rayman and whatnot.
Alright, so now I'm going on to the second and final race, Lava Factory, which is another one I've been meaning to actually reroute. I haven't, like, timed it, but I think maybe going on the bottom path in the first section might be a little faster.
Really?
But again, I still have yet to test it out. Like, I'll show what I mean when we get there. Also, this first part is really annoying on PS2, because on PS2 you actually get ice shots, which can freeze your opponents, and they like to do that a lot. But
Wait,
yeah, like,
even in
normally what we
obstacle
do is
racing?
wait.
You get free
Yeah.
shots even in obstacle racing? What?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's
'Cause,
interesting.
On PS2, actually, time attack does not exist.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think taking the bottom path might be faster, so we don't have to wait for the elevator, but I'd have to, like, actually time it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to mention that you only get the eye shots on Arena PS2. On MPS2, you do not, so Lava Factory is a little faster.
All the different
on-
versions and consoles of this game are starting to confuse me a lot.
Yeah, Rayman and Pac-Man both have it to where there's just, like, random version differences. An example, Pac-Man World 3 on the Xbox version, there's this one cutscene you cannot skip. Every other version, you can skip it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get it.
See, another thing that makes it hard to choose whether you use the top route or bottom route is sure you're waiting for an elevator, but there's a bunch of slides on top.
Yeah.
So
And
that's-
there's also, like, obstacles at the bottom that are kind of hard to dodge.
Yeah.
Also, at the end of the lap, you may have seen those triangle things. There's a button that you can hit that can move them. And if a computer moves them while you're right next to them, you can actually flip inside of them.
Really? I've never had the
Yeah,
computer
does-
next to me at that part, so I've
Yeah,
never seen that.
It does nothing, but still, it's pretty funny.
Also, one slight strat that I use, not sure if Rallis has used it yet, is on lap 3. Instead of using the upper route on that last part where the triangles are, I go bottom route because there's a button layout set up that will set up the bottom so you can turn a corner slightly sharper, and then you can get a slightly better time. Saves about a second or two, I think. Or not a second or two, half a second to a second.
Yeah, basically what I just did.
Right. Alright,
Alright,
so
now I'm on to the final race, Electric Final.
you're already starting Electric Final. Jeezums.
Mm-hmm.
Man, screw these load times. I'm just now hitting final lap of pipe.
Do at the beginning of Electric Finals, you want to hit that button so there's no electricity. And then right here, I know some people, they go on all of the purple lumps, but I don't. I take the bottom because there are a lot of boosters.
You go on the bottom?
But like, yeah.
Ah.
The problem is there are a lot of walls that you can hit. And also, you really want to take the top path in this race because the bottom path is super slow.
It is.
And like, it's actually, I find it easier to take the top path on Xbox and GameCube rather than PS2 because PS2 just feels like the turning is like a bit more loose and it's hard to stay on the slides.
Right.
I don't know if that's just me or if that's like actually how it is. But I don't know. I don't know anyone else that's actually played both Xbox and PS2.
Right. Do we have... Who was the Rush Runner? The Rayman Rush
Cyber
Runner. Oh. fun.
Dang it.
All right, I'm
so
just.
This is a really bad electric final.
All right, I'm just now hitting electric final because load times, Kappa.
Call time early, by the way.
What?
Calling final time, I mean, call it early enough. I don't know how far you're away.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. You see, that's why ledge grabbing is really good in this game, because I almost just accidentally went the bottom path, but he grabbed the ledge.
Yeah.
Also, another thing is, at this final part of Electric Final, we used to take the boosters, but I think it's faster if you take the slides. It's just kind of harder because you have to
Optimize and then jump. You have to jump right after you optimize, yeah.
Like, if you jump too late, all your momentum is gonna get canceled. So, like, for new runners, I would just recommend just taking the boosters.
Mm-hmm.
That is, if we get new runners. I'm like,
I was pretty much the one who introduced that slide jump. Because, like, that, for some reason, that slide carries way more momentum than any other slides when you jump.
yeah, basically everything in obstacle racing was mostly routed by me and Dragon.
We're pretty much the main two runners of this game, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, we've had other runners that just kind of do, like, one run and then stop. Although there was the guy that, he's done 2 runs and he did a run today, so...
Nice. So,
maybe it's like,
fun fact for you Rayman 2 players, these little blue guys are a reference to the blue guys from Rayman 2. Most of this game was based off Rayman 2, the fact that Razorbeard and Henchmen are in this game.
yeah,
all
this game
that.
was made before 3, so there's nothing from 3 in this game. And I'm about to end, and time.
Hitting lap 3 of Electric Final.
That's not too bad.
31:48, I think.
31:48, that is not bad. I mean, it's not really good, but still.
Congrats, man.
Nice.
I mean, with every time I screwed up, I would have actually thought it would have been, thought it would have gotten like a 32. And while Dragon is still racing, I'm just gonna do 1,000 waterfalls.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Wow, I just fell all the way from the top to the bottom during the platforms bit of Electric Final. Talk about a final choke, huh? All right, get ready to call time. And time.
So yeah, as you can see, I can beat obstacle racing and do 1,000 waterfalls twice and still be Dragon.
That was a 32:59.
Nice.
So you stepped to 33 though, so.
There we go.
33, a 33 would be without 1,000 waterfall skip. That's what world record was, 33:45 before that skip.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's get the next setup.
Alrighty.
Let's see, for exhibition, since I can, I'll just use a different skin of Teensies since I have to play on a save file.
Gotcha.
And yeah, say when ready and stuff.
Alright, I'm ready, whenever.
All right. Jeez. You know what, screw it. I'm gonna go strawberry glow box because memes. Here we go. Alright, I'm ready. Whenever.
3, 2, 1, go.
So the one good thing about Exhibition is there are no cutscenes in between them. A bad thing about it, though, is you have to go back to the menu every time you want to do another race.
The cursor likes to default. The cursor likes to default to restart as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the first level is Speed Stress. Speed Stress, I think, is one that's always the same. It always feels the same to me.
Which
some of them actually have randomly generated sections.
Mm-hmm.
But Speed Stress always feels the same. Also, Speed Stress is kind of like Time Attack in a way, to where you have a certain amount of time to hit a checkpoint. And if you don't, you lose, like I just did.
Did you just lose?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, are you- wait. Oh, you're playing, yeah, never mind. I think this is the main reason why I have world record in, Exhibition is because I'm pretty consistent at getting wins. Although this is the worst Speed Stress I've done in a long time.
Whoops. Okay, don't give me a boost. Thanks, game.
So, one cool thing about the exhibitions is that they all look like they should be test maps in the game. I get the feeling that's what they were before they decided to add them in or something.
Yeah.
So now I'm going on to Run Run, which is probably my favorite exhibition.
Although it is the hardest.
It is the hardest, to optimize, especially. So how this works is it's the only race in the game where you're really always running towards the screen. And you have to do 3 laps of running while running away from this kill wall that you can kind of see way back there. So I'm going to be running my little glow box legs as fast as I can, mashing the Y button. I've played this enough to basically memorize the layout of these boosters and trampolines, because the trampolines are solely here to make you mess up and slow down.
Are you kidding me? I just messed up Speed Stress again.
Oh, no.
On PS2, Run Run is actually known as Survival.
Really? I mean, that makes
yeah.
sense. The name makes sense.
And it is actually the final race if you're doing, because there's actually an any percent in PS2, and it ends once you beat Survival.
Gotcha. Actually, before the category was added, a lot of people thought this was an infinite runner. And it turns out it's just a 3-lap thing.
Why can I not do Speed Stress today?
Uh-oh. Alright, I'm in the final lap of Run Run. Also, I just want to mention how silly Glowbox looks, not only wearing the strawberry costume, but also when he runs. It's just ridiculous. If I had to compare this game to any else, I'd call it the better version of Sonic R, but for Rayman. Because Sonic R tried to be a foot racing game, and that didn't turn out very well. Also, I think I just got world record in Run Run, so hype. I got a
What time?
1:41.
Nice. Alright, this should make it. If this doesn't...
Alright, I'm entering Extreme Slide, which is another one of my favorites, because the entire thing is either you're sliding or you lose.
Yeah, there's the end. So I'm finally done with Speed Stress. And now I'm gonna go to Run Run. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say Dragon's won this. After all, this is the only category on Xbox that I do not have world record in.
Yep. Basically, PrinceRallis has world record in 75% of the games, the only 25% being my record in Exhibition.
and Captain Meme's record on PS2, and Pete's record on any percent, because, like, let's be honest, no one else is ever going to touch that category.
What, 100%?
Any percent on PS2.
Ah. Nah.
Also, Atomic Slaws has a world record on 100% for Xbox.
Not for long. Because
Yeah.
in a couple weeks here, I plan on doing another attempt at 100%. The first time I tried it, my game crashed at, like, the very end. So that was a very, very, very disappointing moment.
Yeah.
Because I was like 4 hours into the 6-hour run.
One thing, even though Atomical Slaws did play on Xbox, I think it still is very possible to take the 100% world record, because I don't think he knew about 1000 Waterfall Skip.
We can't tell because the video just is corrupted or something. You just can't.
I'll see if I can fix that.
So Future is one of my favorite. Another one of my, I love all the exhibitions. I'm just gonna be honest here. I love them all. Future being one of my particulars because there's a lot of strats that seem like they'd be slower until you actually do them. And now for this part at the end, which always gives me a huge heart attack because these stupid sliding boosters and trampolines come back here, and I'm done. Done. Time.
And I'm still on Run Run. I'm at the third section of the third lap of Run Run.
Okay, that was like, and done. What the hell?
Sorry.
It's
I should have said something.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
As you can really see how bad I am at Run Run, considering I just got a 2-minute Run Run.
Gotcha. I got a 6:21. It looks like, according to the stream.
Yeah, so it was like 5 seconds or something before that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Alright, so now I'm going on to Extreme Slide. So now you just basically get to see these twice. And if Dragon wanted to, he could just go play 1000 Waterfalls a couple times.
Probably. So according to the
times, I mean, he could maybe do it like 10 times.
Probably. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go with my boy Dark Rayman, who looks really different in this game for some reason. Apparently the chat says that Tilly is a reincarnation of Tails doll.
Oh yeah, Tilly is something I really don't like about this game, because it's like, why have this random character that we never had not have Lee?
Yeah, like you could have added Lee or like whatever Henchman 1000 and Mrs. Razorbeard is. I don't even understand Dark Glowbox. Like, none of them are in any other game, I don't think.
Yeah, I just failed Extreme Slide because sometimes when you jump on the end of a ramp, depending on if you jump too late, instead of jumping, you will just immediately start hovering, and that loses like a bunch of time.
Actually, you know what I should do? I should show off what 1000 Waterfalls should normally look like without the skip. So yeah, I'll do 1000 Waterfalls without skipping it, so you can see what the whole thing looks like. Oh, who's Tilly? Oh shoot, yeah, here. I'm gonna pick Tilly for this. Tilly, by the way, has probably one of the most annoying themes next to Mrs. Razorbeard, and has this really annoying effect whenever she boosts and hovers. So this is Tilly, this abomination right here. I'm gonna change to this costume because it looks nicer. And yeah, we're just gonna go through 1000 Waterfalls with Tilly.
Let's go.
Are you freaking kidding me?
You need to practice you need to practice Extreme Slide a lot more, I feel. Because another bad thing about Extreme Slide is that it's never consistent if you hit restart. It's only consistent if you go level select and then all the way back to the game. So yeah, here's Tilly's annoying theme.
Yeah, like I don't practice this level that often because exhibition is my least favorite category. Obviously next to like 100%. Out of all the categories I've done, it's my least favorite. I'm probably not gonna do 100% for a long time.
Tilly is indeed an unlock. You unlock her by completing the first cup in Time Attack.
Dang it. Alright, there's the ending. Done. With Extreme Slide. Not done with the run. Because I still have to do future.
Jeez, Rallis. Sending conflicting messages, I see. Yeah, Tilly is indeed lagging my race a little. No, it's not that. It's, 1,000 Waterfalls is actually a really large map, so, it lags the game a little, which is why the skip is wonderful, by the way.
Yeah, now I'm doing future.
Future is one of my personal favorites. So yeah, that's what the lap looks like. I'm just gonna finish off by doing the last 2 laps in a skip because I don't want to do that full. The full race is like 5 minutes long.
Yeah. When the skip was first found, as I said before, the world record went from a 33 to a 31 and is now at a 30.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, you've got a really bad layout with the pink walls, I see.
Mm-hmm.
So does the chat have any other requests for a character to play?
Coming up on the end right now.
Time. Jeez.
10:58, but I think it's a bit more because the timer was stopped for a bit. But yeah.
That was awful.
That was. Jeez.
Nice.
But yeah, that is all for Obstacle Racing and Exhibition. That's not all for Arena, because it's either later today or tomorrow, Rush is going to be ran, and then tomorrow, All Races PS2 and Time Attack are going to be ran, which All Races PS2 and Time Attack are the more interesting categories, actually.
Mm-hmm. All right, that wraps it up.
That was Rayman Arena.